Nobody's talking no racism.
We pushed it to this 6 milligrams.
Nobody's talking no racism on this platform. I just keep it fair and square. Gotta talk about David Benavidez versus Dave Morrell. It's something that I've seen. I'm not a hater of David Benavidez. I predicted wrong. I'm a man. I predicted wrong against him and Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade is one of my favorite fighters, and I predicted wrong. David Benavidez went out there and put on a hell of a performance against Demetrius Andrade, and he became victorious that night. But this is a new situation of him versus Dave Morrell, and there's something that I have noticed about your boy, David Benavidez. Now, one thing I've noticed about David Benavidez, y'all, he's a hell of a fighter. Fast hands, fast feet. But y'all need to watch when he moved up to 175. They out there saying that it's because, he had hand injuries, this and that and the other. Moving up to 175 and facing a former champion like the guy that he fought, wasn't nothing been wrong with him backing out that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm injured. My hands are injured. He's saying he had this and that, and he had a cut on his head. Okay, but it looked like to me he couldn't carry that weight of 175. That's what it looked like to me. If you go back and you watch the highlights of the fight, David Benavidez really couldn't handle that weight. It looked like to me like he got tired real fast at 175. But that's not what I'm saying is the reason he's going to lose. The reason David Benavidez is going to lose, if Ronnie Shields see what I see, let me say this first. If Ronnie Shields see what I see, this could be an easy victory for Dave Morrell. All he got to do is box. David Benavidez has to plant his feet in order to punch. No cap. Excuse me, I got my robe on. David Benavidez has to plant his feet in order to punch. Even when he throwing his flurries, even when he throwing a jab, even when he throwing a regular punch, he has to plant his feet. Morrell has everything that David Benavidez has, probably besides the reach. I think David Benavidez's reach is probably longer than Morrell's. He got the power. He got the speed. And one thing, he got the youth. He got the legs. If Ronnie Shields see this, that David Benavidez cannot punch on move with moving, he has to plant his feet. This will be an easy victory for David Morrell. I know a lot of y'all gonna go against it, but y'all gotta remember, if I ain't mistaken, Gavril, the only man to knock David Benavidez down, was older and was a southpaw and put David Benavidez on his butt. David Morrell is younger, faster, got legs, can move, got power, got a boxing IQ as well. I'm sorry, y'all, I got heartburn. All David Morrell has to do, jab to the inside, straight jab, left jab, move around the ring, move on angles. When David Benavidez comes and try to land on him, clinch him, turn him, and reset. That's all he got to do. David Benavidez cannot fight going backwards. David Benavidez only can throw punches when his feet are firm on the ground. He can't throw punches off movement. I'm gonna bring you a prime example of a fight. And I was gonna forget this before I got off. I ain't gonna be on here long, y'all. I'm not gonna be on here long because I got heartburn. I gotta eat. A fight that reminds me of this is Victor Postol versus Terrence Crawford. Victor Postol versus Terrence Crawford. Victor Postol made Danny Garcia run from 140. If you go back and you watch Terrence Crawford versus Victor Postol, the reason Terrence moved so much is because he realized by good trainers which Terrence got 3 trainers. This is why I tell y'all, when you going against Terrence Crawford, you ain't going against just Bomac. You going against 2 other trainers too. Somebody pinpointed that Victor Postal had to plant his feet in order to throw a punch. And Crawford moved around the ring the entire time and whooped him. This is what David Morrell has to do. If David Morrell does this, David Benavidez is going to lose, y'all. David Benavidez is going to lose. That's if. Now, you know, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm Negro dumbest or nothing like that. Y'all know when I make my predictions, I be right half of the time. Sometimes I be a little off. You know, so I just admitted that in the beginning of the video. But if Ronnie Shields seen what I saw, which I'm sure he has, because he's been in the game for years, that David have to plant his feet in order to punch. Dave Morrell, by having his youth, his speed, and his power, his boxing IQ, he needs to move around the ring, throw shots to the body, and keep that jab pumping. When David Benavidez tries to come close from him being outboxed, clinch him, hold him, turn him, push him off you, and reset the offense. Back to jabbing to the body, body, head, body, head, body, head. Benny has more pro experience. Morrell has more overall experience. That's true. But if they follow that game plan, if Ronnie Shields see, that's why y'all think he say he moved like a robot? Why y'all think Morrell been challenging him since the beginning? Because Morrell see something. Not saying that it's guaranteed that he gonna win, because what if David Benavidez catch him with something early? We ain't never really seen Morrell chin tested. We ain't never really seen Morrell chin tested. He could get caught early. But if that boy move around the ring and lose it and use his legs and box David Benavidez and box off angles, David Benavidez gonna lose, y'all. David Benavidez finna lose, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Moving up to 175, it don't look like he comfortable getting up there at that weight. Even though that's his narrative, even though they say he big as hell and all this and that, he don't look comfortable at it. He gonna lose. They just, y'all excuse me, I got heartburn. I gotta get off, y'all. It's just my opinion of it. David have to punch with his feet planted. If David Morrell move and box off angles, straight jab, left jab to the body, head shots, move when David come towards him, clinch him, turn him, reset his offense and keep his movement going and pumping that jab, David Benavidez is going to lose this fight. That's my opinion of it, y'all. I had to get on here and let y'all know. Y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. This your boy Ease of Work. I'm out.